Monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85.
Take a real Chicago, you can smell it in the air. There's a hungry team called the Soldier Field going nuts, jumping out their chair. Teams rather be anywhere but here. We don't care if it's below zero. Let it tougher for the snow, we still gon' break holes. If we win the point flip, we choosing to kick. Cause we got a defense that love to hit. Polarize the link with our smash mouth beats. Slicing up teams like Mike Singletary. Forever repping the seat, making Papa Bear proud. Giving Chicago something to shout about.
We the Bears, monsters of the
And welcome to another Panda and Grizzly show. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Tank Kramer. What's up?
What's up, man? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. And we got another win. Thank you for another win. I needed that in my life a little bit, you know.
Oh, man.
After all the games we've been giving up this season, I'm just, why not put another one under our belts? Even though it could hurt us in our draft stock, I don't give a fuck. But
well, like you said last week, man, like what's more important, draft right now or learning to win? You know, yeah. So, yeah,
it's so vital because you see it in the team, like them understanding how important these plays are, how to run a 4-minute offense, how to do these things. You know, you need to do it. And the best part about it is you can do this and still keep the number 1 pick as long as Carolina stops winning games. What the hell you doing?
Yeah, they need to quit it.
They almost beat the Packers. I was like, what the hell, Carolina? Stop this, man. What's wrong with you?
I know. The one time I'm rooting for the Packers.
I can't root for the Packers, but I was rooting Carolina. Just don't go all the way. Make them suffer a little bit. That's all I'm asking. We got Kirk Cousins. Watch. What's up, man?
That's what he said.
We're like, how many losses till Arthur can say goodbye to Arthur?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I don't know what is going on with the Falcons, man. I haven't. Oh my, Arthur Blank, Arthur Smith. I don't know what the hell he's doing. I don't know what's wrong with him. I will say this:
I don't know.
The enemy in Atlanta. The enemy to Atlanta.
I think that's going to happen. I think that's going to happen already. I see all the memes from Atlanta fans. You know, the enemy Fields. They want that to happen so bad.
Hope we ruin their dreams by signing keeping Justin Fields for another year. I hope we ruin them all.
Yeah,
F you guys.
Yeah. It's man, it's just so annoying with the Bears.
Ricardo. All right, man. Take for the draft. Winning for nothing. You're not winning for nothing. I'm telling you, we're literally winning to learn how to win. That is such an important part of it. There's so many teams that just, especially young teams, that don't know how to win the game. When you don't know how to win the game, it's impossible to keep it going. You know, and learning to win in the NFL is vital. And a lot of these guys that's been here for the last couple of years have learned how to lose a lot. So now we have to realize that, how important it is to win these games.
Yeah. I mean, the one kid, Justin Fields, as soon as he came to the pros, he went to Chicago, obviously, and then lost. Yeah. And then it was a tank year, and now this year's more of a struggling year, trying to figure things out, and, luckily he came from a college where he knew only how to win. So hopefully you just kind of
Justin's lost 4 games for the Chicago Bears his entire life.
Entire life.
I
lost 2 games. What the hell? Well.
Hey, what up, B?
Yo.
I always appreciate you jumping in, B. It's always great. I need Rasta in here so I can make fun of Purdy. Dude, Purdy had it. Man.
Ooh, man.
I didn't want him to do so poorly, but I wanted everyone to understand that he's really just a point guard, getting the ball to all the superstars around him. He's Rajon Rondo. That's what he is. He's getting the balls to everybody else. Doesn't make him this special guy. He's good. He is a system quarterback, and he's just a point guard getting the ball to the superstar guys. That's what happens. Interception.
That was bad. That was bad.
I mean, I think the first two. Well, no, two of them were his fault. Two of them were just you don't throw it because when you throw it across your body and you don't have a incredible strong arm, you're going to be in trouble. And he did that twice. And then he needs to stop throwing the ball anywhere near safety because obviously they keep on tipping it in the air, and he kept on getting intercepted. I was like, dude, stop throwing it to them. And some of them are off. So bad decision making. I agree. He was making bad decisions, man. I mean, what can you do? But that's everybody on him. Everyone's like, "Oh, he's so great. He's the MVP." I'm like, dude, he's just a guy who's doing the thing he can. Yeah. So.
This one game proved, like, I think what everyone was talking about was like, he's not the MVP. He's surrounded by great players, which makes him look great. Now this week showed like, he's not MVP. He's not MVP material. He's a great quarterback. He's a system quarterback surrounded by greatness. Like he's surrounded by some of the top, if not the top players at each position. Like it's insane. Of course you're going to be great, man. Like you have the best running back behind you. You have a great O-line in front of you.
You have the best left tackle in the game for the last 5 years.
Like amazing receivers. So it's like, dude, like George Kittle, like, oh yeah. Yeah, man. Like you should be looking amazing. So this, I think this game took him out of that running.
Brandon Ayuk, you still got Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, that's why.
And you have that great defense still. Like it is amazing, and you have a great play caller.
Yeah,
and Kyle Shanahan, he had the perfect situation, and in contrast, Justin Fields had ass at coaching, ass at play calling, ass at receiver, ass at the offensive line. Like that's what he came in the league with. So I mean, come on. Yeah. Speaking of crazy performances, the Browns, Flacco, sheesh, man, looking vintage. Yes, but I will say we should have beat their ass last week. We should have won that game. 8 days ago, we should have won that game.
Yeah, whoo, man. Flacco put up 35 points in a standard league. Damn, he was 27 for 42, 368 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. By the way, and also ran twice for 1 yard.
Hey, that's more than I thought you would say.
Yeah,
ran twice for
1 yard.
That's great. I mean, I'm not mad at him.
Man, he's actually doing really good.
Do they keep him?
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
how
he needs a low. I mean,
do you keep him with Deshaun Watson on the team?
Yeah, I was like a backup, but right now he's
38. He's 38. I don't know, man. I don't know. You can't get out of that Deshaun Watson contract either.
Yeah, I was like, can you afford him?
Joe Flacco. Who the hell wants Joe Flacco?
I mean, he's putting up good numbers. I'm sure other teams. He's a backup. At this point, he's a backup. He's a great backup. He's old, but like you say, when he looks vintage like that, he still puts up 2 picks, but 3 touchdowns. 360, 100 or 360, 368 yards. Sorry, for a second.
I'll say this though. Hey, Amari Cooper. If you guys listen to us on Sunday, I say, hey, Amari Cooper might be a good one. Joe Flacco found out he was on this team, and all of a sudden he's throwing the ball to him, and he got you 44 points.
Oh, man.
So I hope you played Amari Cooper because, as we said, the dude was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Got 2 of those touchdowns.
Yeah. 2
of the 3. So, well.
MVP is going to Lamar. To be honest, I mean that's I've been saying that since the beginning of the season. You could go and say our preseason that Lamar is going to be the MVP of this league. I said it. Coordinator.
The only person who could second was a referee.
Go triple. And hey, safety. What? You tripped me.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on. And he threw the ball out. It was like, yeah. How was that a safety? That blew my mind. I was like, wait, what? Like, he had enough know-how. This is the difference of the quarterback play. It was like, so he's rolling over. I believe that was his blind side he was rolling to, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong. That was his blind side. The referee was backing up for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Backing up, lost his footing. He falls over, and then Lamar trips over him. But Lamar is so good that he just as soon as he starts falling, he chucks the ball. So it was like,
well, you say that, but Justin Fields does the same thing.
No, yeah, he does.
I think running quarterbacks that they know.
They know. Yeah. They're that new breed of quarterbacks, and they have a different feel, of the field around them.
I think, and you've done this for so long, when you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah. But just randomly, I'm sure he didn't that's hard to say, but I'm sure he wasn't expecting to trip over a fucking, somebody who's falling over themselves. So, but he still threw out the ball, and then I'm like, oh, that sucks. That's funny. Then he calls the safety. I was like, wait, what? He got the ball out. What?
But it happens. It does happen.
Yeah. Part of the field, all that bullshit. But I did thought that was funny. But watching the memes for it was pretty funny. There's one where it looks like he slips on the banana peel. He's like, whoop, 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 and he falls. So all the memes are great.
Internet wins all the time.
Exactly.
So who won the game Christmas Eve? On 24th, there was 8 games?
Most of the game, yeah.
So it was good too, and we had a lot of games. So, a lot of wins. Can we pull them up?
I'm a sleeper.
Let's see. I got
the Detroit Minnesota one. I was kind of interested in, just to see if Minnesota can maybe squeeze one out. But man, Detroit.
I don't know. I think
Detroit would be so fucking scary if they had a good quarterback.
I will say this though. I think the Bears are just the perfect thing against Detroit. The Bears will beat Detroit 9 out of 10 times. They're what they do well. We don't hurt us, and what we do well kills them. Just what it is. I can't wait to see next year.
Yeah,
I think that our defense is going to be special. I really do believe it.
Oh yeah.
But as far as the Bears game, the Bears won.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pull it up.
We won the game against Arizona, and we look good.
Man, what was our projections last year or last week? Because I'm like, that was pretty close from what I think I was saying. I was like, shit. What did I say?
I thought we were both really close with it. At 24. I think I said 24 to 16 or 14. I think I said 24-14. I think you said 27 to 17 or something like that. I
got to go back and look, because I'm like, damn, that's pretty close from what I thought I said. It was something like that, but yeah. But it was a good game. I think they. No, I don't know. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Khalil Herbert surprised the hell out of me, and I did tell everyone saying on the Roshan train. I said, look, guys, Roshan is not going to get you the points. Khalil there, he's going to be the one that's going to run the ball. Roshan will do better. He'll grade out really well, but he's not going to get you the points, and that's just what it is fantasy wise. He's not the guy who's going to carry you anywhere.
Yeah, it sucks. I had some hope on him.
All right. Steelers went crazy this week. Pickens finally popped off. It had nothing to do with Pickens. It was addition by subtraction. You get rid of Mitch Trubisky. You bring in Mason Rudolph. I know Mason Rudolph. I know. But you get rid of Mitch Trubisky. They throw the ball a little bit, and look what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Mason Rudolph looked better than any quarterback that played for the Steelers this entire season.
Whole year.
By far. And all of a sudden, and did you see right after the game, they're talking about signing Tomlin to extension?
Oh, yeah.
Telling everyone in Pittsburgh, you're stupid. We're not getting rid of the best coach in the entire league. You're all stupid. This is not what we do.
Yeah. Even when it's rough. So it's really interesting to see Tomlin and then somebody like Belichick. You know, Belichick had a great system with great players, and they won a lot. Obviously, a lot of that's gone now, and how now it's kind of like on Belichick on what he's going to do, and it's not working out, man. But then look at Tomlin. Things start leaving. People get old, they retire, they move, they get traded, blah blah blah. He still, I think, knows he knows how to run a team where he can guarantee a winning season, which is kind of interesting.
I feel like the problem with Belichick is that he has all the power for GM. So he's picking too many of the players. And anytime you're picking the players and trying to coach them, you're not going to do well. All that. If I'm going to coach, get the groceries, I should pick them. Whatever, I should shop for the groceries too. No, that's stupid. Do you do your job? Let me do mine. And when you have two people that are good at their job, it works out better. The problem with that's I think that's the problem with Belichick. Belichick can still coach. You watch those games at New England. New England wins those games. I mean, they beat the Broncos again. You know, it's because Belichick's a great defensive mind.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great. I mean, he's just that's what he is. You watch. They don't give up a lot of points. They don't get blown out because Belichick is a genius. He's a savant. That's just who he is. You know. But when you have, you know, offensive problems, and when you are picking all the groceries instead of just coaching them, you get some problems.
Yeah. It kind of runs hard. It's like, because then you're worried about playing the game and coaching and stuff. I didn't even think about that, but it is a really good point. You know, where a GM is going to worry about making sure the players are scouted correctly, who are looking at. Like it's
the puzzle pieces make sense. Your job is to take the puzzle pieces and make it work. That's what Belichick does. It doesn't matter what you give me, I'm going to make it work. I want to put you in the best position to win. That's what a great coach does. The problem is you can't always tell who are going to be the great pieces.
Yeah. I really thought Mac and Cheese was going to be good in that system.
They ruined them. Yeah. They ruined them last year with what they did with no offensive coordinator, and which is a dumb idea.
Yep. I agree.
Please in here say, what up, fellas?
Hey, what's up?
The Patriots need the right pieces. I agree. When you don't have the right pieces, you don't have a GM who's doing those jobs, you always become a problem. It always happens that way. Horrible drafting the last couple of years. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. That's why I thought Mac and Cheese was going to be really good enough where I'm like, I'll be interesting to see what they can mold them into. But yeah, last year they just messed them up. They really did. You know, like, and it all depends on the player. I think Justin Fields, obviously, like this compare, Justin Fields got messed up, but I don't know, maybe his attitude or his talent level or what it is.
It's all the above. He's a better leader. People love him. People want to be around him. He's a great guy. All those things matter. You want a team to believe in you. You have to be good.
Yeah.
And he does things. Justin Fields does things on the field that don't seem logical. That doesn't seem like you're a person could actually do it with that ability. How are you doing that stuff?
Yeah,
that's what he does all the time. And that's Mac and Cheese. Everyone's talking about the rookie year. I was like, dude, I don't know if he has the talent. And if you don't have great talent around a guy like that, I think he fizzles and it's all over. He might have been okay in like the Jets system, better than Zach Wilson. Because you have a lot of people around you, you're a lot of talent around you. He might be good in that system, but in this system, what he's doing right now, when you're asking him to win the game, no, he's not a win because of guy.
Yeah.
So, won't he lead the Patriots next year though? I think they're going to mutually part ways. I think that they're going to say, okay, Belichick and the Patriots have mutually decided to part ways.
Where do you see him going?
Belichick, so that's actually very interesting. My first thought is to the Commanders.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense. And his defensive mind, give him opportunity, and he could still draft a high quarterback. They could trade up. They're the fourth pick overall, fourth right now overall.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, so they trade up and get the quarterback they want.
A Bears fan, we just have to be above Cardinals.
But the problem is the Cardinals are the second pick.
I know, which sucks ass, man. It's like, win the next three games?
Two games left. Two games left.
Win the next 2 games, please.
I I mean, yeah. Would you rather have lost this game?
Man, that's like the conversation that I've been seeing a lot on the internet, is that it's I think I would have rather won it, because worst case, we still have the number one pick. I don't think we're gonna lose that. So is there a chance where we could?
Yeah,
Can the Cardinals
if the Carolina Panthers win the next 2 games, yeah.
and Cardinals have to lose the next 2 games?
Yeah.
And then they would switch 1 and 2.
Because
Yeah, okay.
the lowest strength of schedule is Carolina. They have the
Yeah.
lowest strength of schedule. So no matter what, even if they tie with another team,
Mm,
they are the lowest. They get the number 1 pick.
number one,
But if they win 4 games, the Cardinals, could sneak into the number 1 pick.
yeah. But let's say if we get it, worst case, we still got it. I mean, I know it's crazy to use that pick and not trade it away, but
No, you have to trade it. You either do what you're gonna do with this whole quarterback thing, or you have to trade it away. You cannot draft Marvin Harrison not number 1.
I mean, but you lose out on Marvin Harrison.
I think you lose out. I think he's Randy Moss. I'm saying you're literally or Larry Fitzgerald.
Generational.
He's
generational talent, and I've heard that from multiple, many different stats guys and analysts and stuff like that.
His jump, his being able to attack the ball at the top of the top point, to be able to do all those things with his pedigree, it's amazing. It's unheard of.
Yeah.
You've never seen anything, and I want him. I want him bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if we have the number 1 pick, I can't see us taking the number 1 pick. You know, because you could trade down, and if you don't know about Justin Fields, and you're going to keep him. If you're not sure about Caleb Williams, and you're not sure about Drake May, and you're going to keep Justin Fields, you trade away, and you do it again kick the can down the road one more time. You trade it to the Patriots. You trade because they don't have a new coach, a new quarterback, and they're probably not going to win. You trade it to Washington. I don't know. Washington might win a little bit, so I don't know about that one. Or to the Raiders. You trade it to something to kick the can down the road, so you can still have a high draft pick again next year. You have to continue to do.
I get it. I get that.
A wonderful guy. I love him so much.
I get that. It's hard to do.
Bro, just draft Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
Who cares if it's number 1 overall? The problem with it being number 1 means anyone will pay through the nose.
Mm-hmm.
They will pay through the nose to get to that pick. And if you don't take advantage of that situation, which Ryan Poles knows he's going to. He's going to want to take advantage of that situation. If he loves Justin Fields, how about this? If the Bears beat the Packers, there's no way Justin Fields is going anywhere.
I 100% agree. 100% agree. But that's like the nail in the coffin. He's staying around. Because if he wins the next 2 weeks, I can see it. But again, definitely against the Packers at the end of the season, that's a must win. That's a must win. That's not just it's bragging rights. That's Chicago versus Green Bay. That's a must win. And it's also the way you lost in the beginning of the season, the first game of the season against Green Bay.
It was like you rectified it. You figured it out.
You need to figure it out. And I think they figured out enough of what's going on. What's a good O-line. Defense got way fucking better, and I think they figured it out. So I think they can beat it. But Justin needs to, start putting, out there, we need to start controlling this division. And you go through Green Bay first.
Well, so here it is. The question I posed to everyone for this video was, how many wins saves Eberflus, Fields, Getsy? All right. So for Eberflus, I believe we have to win 8 games. We win 8 games, Eberflus stays. Period.
Okay.
Justin Fields stays. Once again, we win 8 games, Justin Fields definitely stays. I don't know. We have to win 5 games for Luke Getsy to stay, and that means that those 3 games that we ruined, we lost back there before in the past. We have to go back in time, win those games, and then win these next two games. There's no way Luke Getsy stays.
No,
I can't,
especially after the comments that Poles was saying, I believe last week.
Mm-hmm.
He criticized the coaching a lot.
I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Very
this
interesting.
Doesn't make any sense. We just all of a sudden, because the whole locker room said, I don't know why we took our pedal off the gas. I don't know, our foot off the gas. I don't know why we did this.
And it's not the first time we've done it. That's the kicker. It's like, this is not the first time. It's like, no, you go. Yeah, it's so annoying, but it's I am glad to hear Pohl say that, because I think it needs to be said by somebody besides Justin Fields, like somebody who has the power. And I think Poles understands. I wonder how much Poles and Fields talk, because I know they're kind of pretty cool with each other from what I understand. So, because who do you go with? Like, when the coach is starting to become the problem, who do you go to for inside information? Like, what's going on in the locker room?
Well, you
go to your quarterback.
I 100% agree with you, but the problem is Poles signed off on Getsy. And he knew that he coached a quarterback that's named Aaron Rodgers, who's nothing like Justin Fields. Nothing. Skill set, nothing like it. He didn't go say, go get Greg Roman. He didn't go say any of these things. So
that's so crazy.
He has that problem. I'm telling you, he has to be part of the problem. Well, I'm telling you, man, Greg Roman will be called next year.
I know
next year, especially Eberflus stays. Greg Roman will be called.
That's crazy, man. Just how much people, like, the team hated him. But yeah, no, I agree. It is Poles, but also it's like, but I also feel like Poles is like, okay, these first 3 years is we're tanking, we're rebuilding, so I don't give a shit who's coaching. Just don't ruin my quarterback, And now it's kind of like, you kind of did at times, but then you play very, very, very fucking stupid with all these fucking screens, and it's like, I guess, like, you're not destroying Fields, out there, but
no, but you're treating him like a game manager. You're treating him like Brock Purdy. You're trying to call plays for Brock Purdy when you have a guy you're trying to call calls for a guy who has a super soaker when a dude has a bazooka on his arm. You're like, go pew pew pew, and use the thing you got. Optimus Prime, use the big gun. I don't understand what you're doing. Like, you don't. It doesn't make any sense. But this is what he does. I mean, he feel comfortable with, and that's what the mistake coaches make. Instead of taking the guy and do what he does well, you try to make them fit into your scheme. And that's why we lost the first 4 games.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to say, well, this is what Justin does well. He wants to always make it somewhere. This is what I like to do. I want to run my offense. And I don't know, you didn't learn from Nagy? That doesn't work. Like, look at your predecessor. You should think about those
look
things.
At Nagy now. Look at Nagy now. What he's doing over there. It's like, what the?
As much as I think Nagy's is a problem, the problem is they don't have any receivers that could catch the ball. I don't know what the hell. And Travis Kelce has lost a step. His step. Don't get me wrong. His step is better than I've ever had. So I'm not gonna sit there and put it out there like, oh, I mean, he's the greatest. He's probably one of the top 5 tight ends to ever play football. He has lost a step.
Yeah, with talent like that, you compare him with him
to all-time greats. Like I'm always comparing him to Gronk, Kevin Winslow,
that was maybe like Shannon
Tony
Sharp.
Gonzalez.
Tony Gonzalez.
No, Shannon Sharp is not even Tony Gonzalez's league.
No, Tony Gonzalez is.
Tony Gonzalez.
Me in high school and stuff, like watching Tony Gonzalez play, I was like, damn, like that was like the guy I would watch and want to be like, like was Tony Gonzalez back then.
Or Antonio Gates or something like that. Like, you have to be these great tight ends to compare to. And as far as those go, he's lost a step.
Yeah. And I mean, you know how it goes is the new girlfriend. Like, what's the only thing that changed? Taylor Swift. I mean, I hate to say it, but but I mean, the same shit that happened with what the hell's his name in Dallas. Tony Romo when he was dating one of the singers. Simpson. Yeah, they wanted her head on a pike. You know, it was her fault he was sucking. I was like, no, it's Tony Romo. Like, he sucks. Like,
don't get me wrong though. I mean, no one. Come on, you go after Swift, you gonna end up with the horns. There's about 55 million women that'll come kill you.
Yeah, I think
in your sleep.
Yeah, yeah. I think the thing is like, I looked it up real quick. Yeah, he goes that she brought cinnamon rolls for Travis Kelce.
Oh,
like,
that's so sweet though. But the problem, I think, women make weak legs. I think that's the problem.
You need to have a wife like the other Kelce, Jason Kelce, I believe, right, Jason? You need to have a wife like him because she is a badass. She is.
I love Kylie.
She's awesome. She's awesome. You were like, oh, I made these cinnamon rolls, but you don't fucking get any until you win a game. You know what I'm saying? Until you get 4 touchdowns. Like that. I feel like she's that kind of like wife. Like she's a hard ass, and she's like a perfect spouse for somebody like Jason because Jason's very like humble and goofy and like knows who he is and stuff like that. And she like, I don't know, like I love whenever I see clips of them because I never really give a shit until Kelce started dating her, and then he became more in the spotlight, and then now his wife is more in the spotlight because now it's like the whole family fucking thing, And I'm like, oh, she's awesome. Like
their podcast is great.
No, their podcast.
She is by far my funnest time that I watch it yet. So.
Yeah, she's awesome. I feel like she's the opposite of like she's a skinny white chick with blonde hair,
Yeah, but she's like she got that look on her face like I don't give what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah. She calls them all out. I love that.
But so she's like, I'll make you cinnamon rolls, but you don't get any.
I'm making the kids cinnamon rolls. You better not touch not one.
Yeah,
what? It's like all right. When's the Marvin Harrison review video?
Oh man,
Marvin Harrison video we're gonna do right before the draft, so we don't get to all the receivers. And his video is gonna be he's the best we've seen come out of college since. Like there's no one to compare him to. He has big hands. Be
highlight after highlight after highlight.
He no matter you give him a good quarterback, a bad quarterback. He's Larry Fitzgerald. He's Randy Moss. He's this can't miss prospect. He's Randy Moss with good attitude.
Yeah.
He's his dad, but tall.
Yeah,
like he's all these things. Like he's amazing. He's a generational talent.
Think about that. It's genes. He grew up doing this. Yeah, he's
you cannot miss with this guy. He's a not miss. He's a can't miss prospect. There's nothing that can happen that he can't. You told me that this guy he can't play football. No,
but that's why it's like. So say you want to trade away your number one. Is there anything worth in the next couple years? You know what I mean? Like, is there anything worth what he's worth? Like you traded him away, and that means you're not going to get him.
Multiple picks. So like. If you take the number one, let's just say the Las Vegas Raiders, right? The Las Vegas Raiders come to you and say, we have the 7th or 8th overall pick, right? We will give you Max Crosby. We'll trade our number one pick. We'll give you our number one pick next year. And the following year, this year, 2024, we'll give you a second round pick and a second round pick in 2026. How do you say no?
Yeah, I mean, throwing Max Crosby in there is a lot. I mean, but that's a lot.
That's DJ Moore. It's the DJ Moore trade. It's exactly the DJ Moore trade. Yeah. Max Crosby, the first this year, first next year, the second next year, or this year, and then the second. Exactly. Yeah. Which we already have a second from Carolina next year.
Yeah.
It's exactly that pick.
Because if you get that, then you have 3 seconds this year, which obviously you bundle those up somehow, and you go back into the first.
Get more out of them because they're obviously going for Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
you understand? Like that makes. I mean, Bryce Young was good, but we all have questions about him. Everyone's saying Caleb Williams is great. So if you don't believe in him and you want to trade away, you use Caleb Williams as you want him. Come get him. Give me your best offer. Give me 3 first rounders. 3 first rounders, a second rounder, and Max Crosby.
Yeah.
How do you turn that down?
You're not wrong, man. Max Crosby on the Bears. I would.
Oh, with
I would.
Montez Sweat on one end and
Oh
Max
my
Crosby on the
God.
other.
Oh, whew. I would also on a personal level. I would just love when Martin does Max or Minimum Crosby and he's talking about Bears. That would make my fucking day. That would make my day.
Oh, I'll just go Max all the time.
Yeah,
Max. He ain't even playing. It's a bye week, Max. Let's just hope the poverty Bears don't draft him and ruin him. Just kidding. I worry about it all the time, man. You never know. But we ain't ruining DJ Moore. But getting back to the game, DJ Moore did get hurt, and I thought he was out for the rest of the game. I really did. And it was amazing him coming in, and even if he could only be, a decoy, because that's what it looked like he was.
Mm-hmm.
He was so strong, and now that team has to know how great he is.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it.
Where's he at total for the year? Man,
I'm gonna guess. Let me guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with 83 receptions. I'm gonna go with 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns. Okay.
Did you see the stats? Because
no,
it's 83 receptions. So you're dead on. Dead on. That's why I was like, what? It's 1141.
What?
So you were off by 41, and it's 7 touchdowns.
Oh, okay.
You're okay. That's why I'm like, he and fumble wise, he only fumbled once and lost that one.
Yeah,
like that's it. Like, the dude doesn't like fumble,
Like he's going to have 1,300 yards.
Oh,
if he doesn't get hurt, he's gonna have 1,300 yards and 9 or 10 touchdowns.
Which is it's crazy because like that's what he does. He gets 1,000 yards every year, no matter what.
Yeah, but he playing with a quarterback who's finally got him, and offensive coordinator got out the damn way, and it's what we had.
If he gets 1,300 yards, I think that would be his best year. He's already on track for it to be his best year. His best year, so last year was 888, right? With Carolina. The year before that, 1157. So he's gonna probably break that, obviously. The year before that, 1193, which is his highest, which I think he's gonna break that, obviously. And then before that, 2019, 1175, and then his rookie year, 2018, he was 788.
That's because he's finally playing with a real quarterback. So everybody who says Justin Fields is not a real quarterback.
He is going to have his best, and he's tied for his best touchdowns. He's this year and last year he both had 7, which is his highest.
He's gonna probably get 10. Tell you.
Yeah, and reception wise, he has 93 is his highest, the most reception.
He's probably gonna have 96. He's just gonna miss 100.
Yeah.
100 receptions already.
100 receptions. He had 93 in 2021. So yeah, I can see him getting right there around 95, 96, like you said. But yeah, he's easily gonna get 1,300. I can see that, and he's gonna get at least 2 more touchdowns. So 9. Can he get 10? Can he get 10 touchdowns?
If he ends with 13, 110, we need to give him some more. We need another $1 million.
Yeah.
All right. And then Ardo has a good question. Move real quick. Man, can I trust Adams and Diggs in the championship?
Ooh,
that's the key question that everyone's been asking. I've been looking at it myself because Devontae Adams scored like 0.8 points because the Raiders.
Yeah, but
they decided not to throw the ball, so they threw the ball. The last time was with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. They didn't throw the ball again until the end of the fourth quarter. So no throws in the second. No throws in the third, and no throws most of the fourth.
What? Why?
Because they was ran the ball because they realized once Patrick Mahomes threw those interceptions to him, they had those 2 defensive touchdowns. That was it. That's all they needed. So they were just trying not to give the ball back.
Yeah. Oh, talk about the nastiest fucking thing. The dude intercepts the ball, runs it to a kid, and then that's heartbreaking. I feel bad for that kid, but it's also funny as shit. That was rough.
But you say whatever. It happened. You can't get mad at him. I mean, it's in the heat of the moment too. It's in the heat of the moment.
Yeah. Like as a parent, I'd be like, man, fuck him. Like but it's also
I would have snatched him. I would snatched him up. Give me that damn ball, bro.
As a fan, it's kind of like, oh my god! Like, of course you don't trust, like, your the team you're going against. I would have smacked it out of his hand. Fuck you, ball.
Yeah, but yeah, if it was a Green Bay Packer, I would have punched it. I would want to punch the ball. I would punch the Packer. I'm going over here.
Bring that shit over.
Jack Jones is him. He sure playing like he's him. Oh my god, he was playing like, dude, I've never seen anything like that. The way he was playing, intercepting, sacking, getting tackles, he was everywhere. I gotta say this: Aiden O'Connell had a QBR of 12.1.
Oh, that just sounds nasty.
9 completions, 21 attempts for 62 yards.
He didn't even get double digits. Holy shit!
Yeah, a QBR of 12.1.
Damn. I don't know. So when is Jimmy gonna come back?
No, but see, do you remember what happened the game before?
Yeah, he was demoted.
The game before, he was 20 of 34 for 248 and 4 touchdowns with a rating of 120.7. QBR of 76.1. So what's going is bad, good, bad, good, bad. The other game against Kansas City, he was 23 of 33 for 248, 70% completion with a touchdown. Like, he's bad, good, bad, good, bad. That's just what he is.
His sleeper's not showing me the stats. The hell?
Might be behind.
Yeah, no, it's just like he hasn't played since week 2. I'm like, what?
He's definitely played the last couple of weeks. He had 10 incomplete passes in a row.
Damn. Yeah, man. Who else you got, man? Because Devontae Adams might not be. I mean, the week before against Chargers, he put up 20 points fantasy wise.
Exactly. They just decided they wanted to win this game, and they did whatever it took to win.
Yeah.
And I don't see, no matter what, as I said this on Sunday, it's hard for me to say bench Devontae Adams because
it really is.
He brought you there. So why are you taking him out? And now the Raiders are fighting for a playoff spot. They're 7-8. They're fighting for a playoff spot. How do you not play them?
Yeah. And that's always, like, for me, every time I was in the playoffs or like in a championship, that was always the kicker. It was like, oh, your best player is not playing well. What do you do? Like,
he said, he did not bring me there.
I mean, he had good games and he had average games, but he never had, like, Detroit, he had a pretty bad game, but he doesn't have bad games off.
Him and Diggs only kept me from winning. Here's the rub right now. Next week, they're playing the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
And the Colts did not have a good week this past week.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it's a pick'em game. 8-7 Colts against the 7-8 Raiders. Basically, it's an elimination game.
Yeah.
So I mean, they lost to Atlanta. The Colts lost to Atlanta 29-10.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
What are you doing?
So I don't know. I think so we just talked about DJ Moore's numbers, right? Devontae Adams for the year has 85 receptions, 972 yards, and 5 touchdowns. The only thing that stops him is the quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah.
So honestly, I will say Devontae, I feel like you have to. Who else do you have, Bardo? I want to know who else you have.
Yeah. Who's Diggs going against?
So the Bills have I want to say they have the Patriots coming up.
Yeah, New England. I mean, he didn't his past since bye week. Diggs really has not done well. Even Well,
he said Nico Collins and Debo. So Debo wouldn't have got you any points this week either. And Nico Collins, until you get CJ Stroud there, that's hard for you either.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
You might have to, you have no other choice besides to ride with Diggs and Adams.
I think I'll go Adams Debo.
Adams Debo.
Because I think the 49ers will have a huge bounce back.
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
Like I think going against the Commanders too.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh. Debo might score you 40 points by himself, man. I'm just saying.
But even Debo against Debo this last week put up 10 points.
Yeah, and being bad.
Yeah, and having that horrible game for the whole team. I would go Debo, again, man.
There's a question there. You playing Devontae over Diggs? Oh my god. My problem with Diggs is that he hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
It's
not even up or down. Yeah. Because I'm looking at his stats now. It's like, so these are going back. So week 16, he had 5 points, and then 6 points, then 4 points. Then he was on a bye in week 13 against Philly. He had a good 16 points fantasy wise. It's just standard too. But then against the Jets, 3 points, Denver, 4 points, and then you have to go all the way back to week 9 before he was consistently great. From week 1 to 9, he was consistently great, and then something happened.
Gabe Davis happened.
Yeah, that's true.
All of a sudden, Gabe has been the guy that they want to get the ball to. I don't know if it's because he talks too much or is it because Gabe Davis is taller? Because Gabe Davis is 6'2", 225. He's a bigger
target.
I don't know. Target, yeah, I don't know.
I would
against New England.
And against the New England, I think the matchup is is not in favor for Diggs. Devontae going against the Colts, who you can't beat Falcons, and if we don't fucking beat the Falcons, but if you can't beat the Falcons, then man, there's some problems. So I would go for Adams and Debo. I think that might be the call.
I think I go Adams and Debo too, man.
Yeah.
Like when I play, I play Debo. I got Kittle at tight end, so I'm asking for one of them to play bad at that point.
Nah, they can both. Man, imagine if they both score a touchdown,
which is what usually happens.
Yeah,
Purdy has been doing that.
No,
yeah, I think you're good. But is it? Here you go, Saver. What's up, Saver?
Hey, what's up?
Diggs has been on a rough streak of less than 100 yards in the last 8 games. I don't know what that means. It's time for a breakout, or Josh keeps spreading the ball. And Josh has been spreading the ball a lot. And I think what's happened since he's done that? They've been winning.
Yeah.
The Bills have been winning ever since he stopped trying to force feed, Stephon Diggs. I think that's the correlation means something.
Yeah.
What do they do? I mean, New England's still going to take away your number one target. So I worry about that. I'll be worried.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Also, hi.
See, the little emotes show up when you're on Twitch, but they never show up when on YouTube. I don't get it.
It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a.
Yeah. Also, Bills winning the Super Bowl. I'll say it every week. So, I think you start with the Ravens. Who can beat the Ravens out there? I'll say right now, I can't say the Chiefs can.
No.
If Baltimore has the number 1 seed, I don't think Miami can beat them because they're not going to Baltimore to win. They're not going to beat them in Baltimore. The Bills definitely could. That team should scare everybody. That team, because they're going to beat the Patriots, and don't be surprised if they beat the Dolphins in week 17 or week 18.
That's going to be an interesting one.
They beat the Dolphins, and I don't know. That's going to be a tough team, man. I don't want to see them in the playoffs.
They have obviously have a lot of playoff experience. They're hungry. They are so freaking hungry for that. Like, I mean, that win.
Here's my only issue. You saying they're winning the Super Bowl. The Bills had the best team in the 90s for 4 straight years and lost 4 straight times. So it's hard for me to say the Bills are going to win. But do I think they have a chance? I think they're the only team that has a chance to take out the Ravens. That's what I'll say.
You're not wrong. I'm looking at all the teams right now. Yeah.
You think Cleveland's going to go do it? No, that's not going to happen. The 49ers curse is taking Lamar out. So you don't have to worry about the Ravens.
Can you imagine if we come back next week? Oh man!
No, I'm telling you, Lamar is going to play through whatever now. He's got his money after that contract dispute. After getting all his money now, I feel like Lamar. Only thing he has left is to win the MVP.
Yeah,
if they win. They win the next 2 games, he wins the MVP and he walks away with it.
Yeah. So Ravens play Dolphins this week, which is kind of interesting.
It's gonna be a great game.
That's gonna be a really good game. But trying to see who else they play for the rest of the season. The Ravens and Steelers should be a win. But
I got someone from the NFC get the chip this year. I still think the 49ers are going to get there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't see anyone in the NFC that can beat them. In the NFC specifically, I don't see anyone coming up and jumping up and beating the 49ers. Because you got to be physical. The reason why the 49ers beat them, because they had a great scheme, great defense, and they hit them in the mouth. Usually when the 49ers hit someone in the mouth, they knock them out.
Yeah.
You know, the Ravens looked at them, they hit them in the mouth, they just sit there and looked at you. And then they beat you up. So that was just the wrong person. That was the wrong team. You know?
Who's the linebacker?
Roquan?
No, like the big linebacker from
Ray Lewis?
Ray Lewis. It was like they summoned Ray Lewis. You know, it's like
Roquan was coming out doing the Ray Lewis dance.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was doing the whole dance. I was like, I see.
Yeah.
You know, and Patrick Queen had a good game. So when those guys are playing and Hamilton's playing the way he was playing, come on, man.
Yeah, right now I mean the 49ers had the best chance to beat. Like this could have been like that's what everyone's saying. This could be a Super Bowl, preview kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
If that's a Super Bowl preview, bam. I feel bad for 49ers because
you gotta figure out something else because you know what?
Yeah,
you're not gonna stop Lamar.
If you do that in a Super Bowl, like that's bad. That's bad.
So talking about Josh Allen underrated SF for MVP because he's not going to win it.
Yeah.
He had too many bad games in the middle. He has a 4 interception game too, just like Brock Purdy.
Yeah. Oh, really? Damn.
He has been playing better, but no, he's not going to win it.
Yeah, this is a weird year for him.
It's going to be very close. I think CMC has a very good chance. This could be the one year CMC can steal away from a quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah. That man's just been. See his stats. See if I find his stats real quick.
Because CMC is going to be good. Tyreek, if Tyreek gets back and could score any points, Tyreek still do some things.
He already has the most rushing yards in his career.
CMC, CMC,
yeah. He beat his 2019 year by I don't know, like 10, 12, 10, like what's that? 8. My bad, doing math. So he's at 1395 right now. He's probably gonna break 1500. You think? I mean that shouldn't be too hard. That's
if he has
105 yards.
He's gonna have. If he has 2200 all-purpose yards, and he has 21 or 22 touchdowns. Something ridiculous.
He has 14 rushing and 7 receiving right now.
21 touchdowns. Yeah. So, but here's the thing about Tyreek. Tyreek has 1,641 yards.
Mm-hmm.
He has 2 games. They air it out. Can he get to 2,000? If he gets 2,000, I think he can steal the MVP.
That'd be good. Yeah.
But it'll take what? 170 and say he gets 170 this week, which is a huge number, right?
It's already
that
big.
puts him at 18-10. 18-12.
Then he has to like repeat it.
Do another 190.
Yeah.
He only averages 117 a game. So let's say he does the 2 117s, which is so that's 234. That means he has only 19. He stops at 1900 yards.
Yeah. I can see
then
that.
he doesn't win it. He already has 106 receptions too.
Damn. He's gonna get close. He's gonna get close to that 2000, but he's gonna be.
I think he's gonna be short. He's gonna be a little short.
Which kind of sucks. That'd be kind of cool. But CMC, I think you're right with CMC. I think he can with Brock Purdy playing the way he played, he kind of kicked himself out.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar or CMC, I think those for me right now are the leads.
So yeah, I can see him popping off against versus the Bills. I can see Tyreek. I see it could be a high scoring game, but if it is a high scoring game, what you just said about Diggs will have to score points. They will have to go deep to him because if you're the deep threat, Gabe is possession, great strong catches and all that stuff. Diggs is your deep threat, so you have to go deep to keep up with that team. So this might be a very interesting team, very interesting game.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me says Miami against Baltimore. That's gonna be tough. That Miami against Baltimore. I don't know if I see Tyreek scoring a lot of points against Baltimore. After seeing that defense right here,
no,
the Tua might not make it. He might not make it out of Baltimore, man. I don't know, man.
Oh, that poor guy. I always feel so bad for him.
I don't know. He has had a great year this year. I'm happy about it, but man, I don't know. I don't know if we can do it again. All right.
Oof. That's interesting.
All right, I'm gonna round off this at the end of this thing real quick. I want to just give you some numbers real quick. You like numbers, so I'm gonna give you some numbers. All right. Who was the number 1 rated tight end in all of football this week?
Ooh. Damn, good question. I'm not sure. Say Laporta didn't do nothing.
Nope.
Kincaid didn't do anything. Was it likely?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, George Kittle was a very good question too.
Yeah.
A good answer too. The answer is Cole Kmet.
No shit, really?
Cole Kmet scored a 90.5.
Wow.
He was first among all tight ends, minimum 2 targets this week.
Okay,
because he had 4 receptions for over 100 yards before he got hurt, and he did a great job blocking.
Yeah, that one great catch, where he had like kind of go down and catch it and got under it like supposed to. Like, yes.
He did amazing. Amazing. Do you know Mercedes Lewis also scored an 86.2? The old 39-year-old man who scored that touchdown.
Oh man,
86.2.
Yeah,
he is the top 5 tight end this week.
Damn.
Okay,
that's good news. That's good to hear.
Who was the highest rated offensive lineman for the Bears?
Did Jenkins play? No, because
he's still in concussion protocol right now.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm worried about Atlanta. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, man. If it's not, I would have to give it to Wright.
Nope.
Alex Wright or not Alex Wright, whatever. I don't know.
Braxton Jones was 79.8. Top 3 in all left tackles.
Wow. Man, how you go from being just completely ran over against the Browns? I mean, granted, you're Myles Garrett,
exactly. That's what it is. It's Myles Garrett.
Yeah. I mean, I don't fully blame him for that. It's like, well,
I mean, Taylor Jenkins broke his neck basically running into the brick wall. Like, it's just
he got concussed just running into him.
Man.
Yeah. Okay. See, man, that's good, but I still rather have.
But that's the problem with Braxton Jones. What do you do at left tackle? So when we get to the draft, we're going to be having a lot of discussions to say, what do you do at left tackle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Number 1 cornerback in all of football, week 16.
Oh man, I'm assuming it's gonna be JJ.
Nope.
JJ
Gordon.
Okay.
Kyler Gordon scored a 90.3, number 1 amongst all cornerbacks in week 16.
Wow. That's, I mean, but we already knew like Bears were set at the beginning of the year, set with the secondary. So that's not too surprising. But now that they're finally like clicking, and have a good old D line. So what happens when you have a good D line? That secondary,
you have a good D line,
really
makes everyone better. So like Tyreek Stevenson 86.2, Terrell Smith 79.4, Jaquan Briscoe 73.8. Everyone is better when you have a good defense, good rush. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did Justin Fields get graded as?
Ooh. He had excuse me. Then you have just that one interception, right? I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I read a stat where it's his first non Hail Mary.
Non-Hail Mary's interception in like 250 throws. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was like since like week 5 or something like that, I think I read. He's got to be pretty good. I just want to see him get more yards. 150,
170 yards, but 96 rushing.
No,
add that together, he has 269 yards, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. For him. Probably he's gotta be what, in the 80s, maybe
70.5.
70. Damn.
Exactly what we expect him to be. Exactly what we're saying is he good or is he not?
Yeah.
Who knows? Because all he does is give you right in the middle. That's what he gives.
Man. Like it sucks. It's like he's the leading rusher on the team, which is kind of crazy. But like I would want to see him get consistently into throwing 200 yards.
It depends on how the offense is being ran.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm not every single game, because it also like it depends on who they're going against and stuff like that. I get it, but he only shows it here and there, and I want to see a little bit more often, because he only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. I mean, granted, he missed like 4 games.
For 4. Yeah, he was hurt for 4.
Yeah, so so it's 1, 2. 10 games. That's not too bad then.
No, that's actually really. So
6 out of 10 games were over 200 yards.
Well, so let's say Justin Fields ends the season with 2,500 passing yards, right?
Yeah,
2,500 passing yards and 800 rushing yards.
That's not bad.
Missing 4 games in the middle.
Yeah, that's not bad. Because we're still waiting for that QB to break the 3,000, 4,000.
We haven't had one for 3,000. So
yeah, I was gonna say 3,000. Yeah, that's why I'm like, 3,000. Damn,
But if he does that and has 20 touchdowns, 20 passing touchdowns,
mm-hmm.
What can you say? What can you say then?
Yeah.
Just saying, guys.
But everyone's like bitches about his interceptions. He's 5 touchdowns to 9 interceptions.
Yeah,
that's not horrible.
15 touchdowns, 9.
Yeah, for 15 to 9. Plus the 3.
And 2 of those 9. 2 of those 9 are Hail Marys.
Yeah. So
he has basically a 2-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's not that bad. I mean, granted, his fumble's kind of high. It's lower than last year's, but
3 is high, but because you have them run the ball damn time.
Yeah. So that's just bound to happen. But yeah, that's not bad. And everyone bitches about it, and
I'm sorry. 5 games. Justin Fields.
He missed 5.
Tyson Bagent played 5 games, so Justin Fields got hurt that game. So
but he played into the third quarter.
Into the third quarter.
So
for 4.5 games, basically, he didn't play.
Yeah. We were there at the game when he got hurt.
I was so
We watched
so
it.
upset.
Yeah. So, yeah. Damn, he could have finally got us to 3,000 yards. Because that's 100 yards for each one. 100 more yards.
Tyson Bagent had 859 yards. So as a QB, they've already thrown for 3,000 yards.
Yeah.
Just saying. Yeah. Justin Fields probably would have thrown for 3,600 yards if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah. Oh, I believe it.
If you throw for 3,600 and you run for another 7, that's a pretty good season.
Yeah. And that's why I think he's staying, man. He's staying. I don't see him going anywhere.
I sure hope you're right.
I really don't.
But I want to know what you guys think. You watch the video. Everyone comment on the video. Let us know exactly what you guys think. Is Justin Fields staying? Is he going to go? Does Eberflus stay? And there should be no way anyone says Getsy stays. So keep that in your mind. But this is the Panda and Grizzly Show. We're going to cut it off right here. And we'll be back here on tomorrow on the Dynasty Pylon channel. On Sunday, we'll be on a Morning Spike. And then back here next Tuesday, doing it, talking about the Bears going against the Atlanta Falcons, Chicago South.
Yeah.
And we'll see. Hopefully, we'll be talking about another win and deciding what happens and how we're going to do this stuff going to the Green Bay game. So, all right, guys, we'll see you again next week. Thank you.
We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday.